Hi there. Guess where I am? No, I'm not going into surgery. I'm at the place. Just waiting to get the blood work. Every 2 weeks, blood work. Then you know what? So let's see how this turns out 2 weeks after. 2 weeks now, number 6. Then we'll see how it stands. I don't know. Pretty early in the morning this time. It's usually like around 12 or 1. But they have me down for 8:10, and that's fine with me. Get it over with. I don't know. How's everybody else doing out there? I hope you're all okay. Can't stand these masks. Makes my face itchy. Sneaky. Makes my nose red too. I was thinking about when I worked at this place in high school, and I was the only non-Italian there, seriously. No Italian blood at all. And they made fun of me every day. Every day. I'd go there, work a couple hours after school. Fridays work more than a couple hours. Worked almost every Saturday. I had a good paycheck when I was in high school. It's called the House of Bianchi. They made wedding gowns and bridesmaids gowns and prom gowns and things. I worked there for a year. It wasn't bad. It was in the shipping room, which was in the basement. It was down on 8th Street. The building's gone now. Then after, I don't know, maybe 9 months, I went upstairs and learned how to dye lace. Yeah, actually learned how to dip and dye lace. Spray it. There was these huge ventilation, like tubes, sucking it all out of into the street because some of this stuff was flammable apparently. We still smoked in the room though. I guess if you didn't drop it right into the vat, it was okay, but it was interesting how many different variations of white there are. And there's antique. Then there was one called Dirty Something, I think what it was, and it actually looked like just white lace was just dropped on the street. But it was all handmade there by these old Italian ladies. We just sat there all day long and made all this stuff, and virtually every one of them worked there, whether they were making lace or they were sewing dresses or whatever they were, all dressed in black. They were working because they were all widows. All their husbands had died and left them pretty much nothing, so they had to go to work. All dressed in black, though. It was weird. At first, I thought they were nuns or something, and then somebody told me, I think the Irish just marry again. Not these ladies, though. That was funny. It was really funny. There was a crazy group of people that worked down there. One guy might have not had any Italian blood in him, too. His name was Dottie Smith. He looked like Richard Harris, the actor. And this other guy, Ray, and they traded back and forth being the big boss. But they were both. Ray was actually a Navy frogman. He was one of the forerunners to the Navy SEALs. I have to listen. They might be calling my name next. I don't know, but Ray was whacked. Ray was totally whacked out. Don was just. He used to take me Fridays in the airport run so I could park the van. Well, actually, drop him off. Drive the van. Drop off all the air freight companies, which mostly are all gone now. This was pre-runner to FedEx. There was all kinds of them. It was like one little package I had to drop off, and then on the way back, pick them up. I'd drop them off in this backyard in East Boston, and after a few times, I just said, "What are you doing out there?" He says, "Oh, I got a girlfriend out there." He says, if the light's on the porch, I stop. If it's not, I just keep going. I was like, oh. I said, well, that's an unusual arrangement. Why don't you just go to the front door? He goes, well, her husband might see me. I was like, oh, okay. He was a tough guy. He's probably only about 5'6", but he was in Thailand during Vietnam and in charge of fueling the planes. And he was a strong guy. Strong, but he could have a temper and a half, but he could also be very nice. All right, I'm gonna sign off now. Carry on.